Hello and welcome to this review of Catalyst Imperial IPA. This was sent to me from Middle Tennessee by Jason. Thank you, Jason, for sending me this India Pale Ale, this double India Pale Ale, 9.5% alcohol in a 16-ounce can. This is from Beardus Iris Brewing Company, Nashville, Tennessee. We don't get that down here. It's just a standard blank aluminum can, and then it's got the adhesive label on it. You'll see that. Cultivate variety. Well, that's what I'm going to do. This was canned on August 1st, 2019. So it's over 3 months old, going on 4 months. Oh well, can't complain. It was sent to me at 9.5, probably won't make much difference. They use Vic Secret. Okay, these are the hops: Vic Secret, Citra, and Simcoe. And they don't list the malts. I guess some sort of pale malt varieties. Gets a 92 out of 100 on Beer Advocate. Outstanding, but with only 14 ratings. 95 out of 100 on Rate Beer. 82 out of 100 in the Style with 29 ratings. And an 83 on Untapped with a lot more. There is one video review from 2017 which I intend to watch. It's not too common. Now, I will say this beer is not sold in Louisiana, and I might turn around a week later and see it on the shelf. So that's why I always tell people, don't send me beer because it might show up. Now, this is not filled to the very rim, okay? So there's a little move. Sometimes you pop these open and it splashes out because it's to the very top. So it left a little space for the liquid, between the liquid and the top of the can. All right. Medium off-white head. It's one of those milky IPAs, opaque, bubbly, bubbles everywhere. Orange, gold orange. Kind of brilliant looking with the light hitting it. It's overcast outside this morning, so I'm not getting the best lighting. These incandescent lights aren't super strong. They're adequate. Fruity hop resins. This is one of those been there, done that ales. Not to say that's bad, because there's a lot of ales and lagers I drank, and I've been there and I've done that and I loved it and I still love it. I'm not saying it as a disparaging thing, it's a familiar aroma. Yeah, like I say, white bread crust, that's your pale malts, and your fruity hop resins. And we've been talking about ambrosia, that fruit salad. I say to women, you say, why you say to women? Well, that's who made it. When we would go camping, the women would make the fruit salad. The men would be grilling meat, or in some sort of way preparing the meat. I'm going to make the meat. I'm going to make all the meat. You know, they're so similar. Like I read an article, online article about, it was by a brewer, a craft brewer, and he was saying, you know, talking about the current state of craft brewing in 2019, he was saying it's funny how they used to always say craft brewing is good because it's so different than the yellow fizzy stuff. It's different. That's what makes it unique. Then he said now it's all the same. Like he said, if we're supposed to be differentiated, why is it all the same? Everybody makes a fruity IPA, hazy fruity IPA that all tastes like virtually indistinguishable one from the other. Look the same, smell the same, taste the same, have the same body, high, medium, kind of semi-sweet finish. You know, they almost all taste, or almost always taste like they have the lupulin powder added and whatever else is giving it that hazy appearance. And I thought he made a good point. But then some people were coming after him, you know, whatever, but I thought he was right. I don't really care if it's the same as long as it tastes good. I don't know what this cost, that it wasn't cheap. Yeah, it's a lot of cereal grain in here, which I would imagine is coming from barley. I don't think they have any corn or rice additions. Could be wheat though. They don't disclose the IBUs, but they seem relatively high, probably at least 60. At least 60. On a Cyclops scale, the sweetness would be about 4 out of 5 sugar cubes. The bitterness would be about 4 out of 5. Yeah, maybe 4.5 out of 5. Yeah. So it's bold and intense. When you get that high sweetness and the high bitterness, you get this full Megaforce Records type approach. So it's an intense ale, and it's an intensities ale. Yeah, it tastes pretty good. You say, well, yeah, but how does it taste? Is it good? You know, is it A, excellent, B, good, C, fair, D, bad, F, undrinkable? Obviously, it's not undrinkable. I'm drinking. I'm not screaming and hollering about it. It's obviously not a D. It's not poor. It's not in the C range. It's not just so-so. It has a lot of character. Has a lot of positive attributes. So at the worst case, it'd be a B. Best case, A. It has enough body and bitterness to go with the 9.5. You know, Vic's Secret hops. You think of Vic's Secret, that makes me think of skinny, thin, nothing happening, kind of off-putting, you know, like, ugh. But this is not thin. There's a heft to it, and it needs that. And it's got that. I think it's enjoyable, and I think I'm going to give it a 94 out of 100. It's a most excellent beer, a 94 out of 100, which is, I know you might watch a lot of my videos and say, you give a lot of beers 94 out of 100. 93, 94, 95, 96. I know, because we have the luxury in 2019. We've had the luxury since I started reviewing in 2010. Video reviewing. I started doing the written reviews in 2009, 10 years ago. We have the luxury of so many good beers. That is not a bad thing. If I try 1,000 beers, and 95% of them are B+ to A+, I'm not seeing that as a bad thing. Get some dogs in there. They're not too common. Whether it's macro, middle crow, or micro. And I don't really care. You know my approach. Macro, middle crow, micro, privately owned, mega, national corporation beer. If it tastes good, I'm going to score it high. People are flipping out because New Belgium got bought out by Kirin. But they got bought out by a company who I found out is owned by Kirin, who is owned by Mitsubishi. Okay, so I could drive a Lancer and then be drinking the New Belgian ale, and I would like it. So, Les Bon Temps Relais, a most excellent product from Tennessee, and I've always enjoyed visiting Tennessee, whether it's the western lowlands, the middle section with the hills, or the eastern mountain area. Y'all come on down to southeastern Louisiana.